What is up, everybody? So welcome to Boosted Motorsports, and today's video we're going to be working on the Dodge Dakota RT. So we finally got our tune from Ryan at Flying Ryan Performance. He wrote the tune and we have it. We're going to load it with HP tuners. So here's the Dakota. If you guys aren't up to speed, I'll get you guys up to speed real quick. If you're stopping by to the channel for the first time, we got the Viper there, doing some stuff to that shortly, but we have the procharger kit all installed on this Dakota RT with the 5.9 liter Magnum. So we have the larger intake manifold on there. You guys saw that, we did all that. We got the 1000cc injectors. We also have a SRT4 map sensor in there that we can read boost, and we should be ready to go. We were just waiting for, you know, the holidays and whatnot, and kind of, you know, as expected, the holidays kind of, everyone takes a well-deserved break. So we were just waiting for the tune. We've got that now. So I'm gonna hook up the laptop to the truck. We'll load up that tune and see how it runs, basically. And then from there, we're probably gonna start to get into some tuning, some data logging, some back and forth stuff, and get this thing dialed in. So let's go ahead, get the laptop hooked up to this truck, and we'll get started. One more thing before we get started, actually, is I am going to put on these fire core wires. I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet. I kind of want to see what difference they make. I do have these kind of no-name 8mm wires that we put on there, but just in an effort to kind of eliminate any possible issues, we're going to go ahead and put on those fire core ones, which you guys know, if you guys are in the Mopar Magnum kind of scene, that those ones are good ones to go with. Anyways, let's get that laptop connected and get this thing going. All right, so here's the laptop, and I just want to point one thing out, is we will be using a VCM editor beta. So make sure you guys have that selected, because the support for these vehicles are fairly recent, so you want to make sure you're on beta. And the next thing we're going to want to make sure is that we are on the latest release of beta. So we're going to check for updates. I'll show you guys how to do that so that we can make sure that we're all up to date, because they keep releasing new functions and features for this almost every week. So you want to make sure you're up to date so that we're good to go. Also, you're going to have to be connected to Wi-Fi, so just make sure you got all that done. So in order to check that we're on the latest version, we're going to go up here to help. We're going to click on help, and we're going to say about, and once this pops up, it's going to say checking for update. Again, make sure you're connected to the internet, and we're going to click download. So we'll let this download and then we can move on. All right, so we've got the latest version of beta installed. We've got Flying Ryan's tune open. Let's go ahead, connect this to the truck and load it up. So here we are. We've got our USB cable connected to the OBD2 port with our MPVI2 down there. We're going to turn the ignition to the on, but not actually running or engine running. And then we're gonna go over here to this little chip where it says write vehicle. So while that writes, it only takes about 2-3 minutes. I just wanna show you guys one other thing, because we got so many things on the go. So I have all brand new rotors, pads for this thing sitting right there. So we have rears, fronts, and we should be good to go. I still have something in that box, and you guys can try to guess by the length and the size of that box, but it's for the Viper over there. But once we kind of get things settled down, the procharger install is good to go. We kind of have the stuff sorted out with our SRT10. Then I have a bunch of exciting stuff for this guy over here. Lots of stuff coming, but make sure you guys leave a comment in the comments down below what you guys think is in that bottom box there. Okay, so our writing is done. It just says to cycle the ignition, wait 3 seconds, and we're pretty much good to go. We can turn it back on, but moment of truth, you guys, we should be able to crank this thing and see where she's at right now. And I want to take it for a test drive, but I'll probably wait till tomorrow to take it for a test drive, just because it's already dark outside and I'd like to kind of see it in the daylight, just in case anything goes wrong, if there's any leaks or weird things happening, rather than at nighttime. All right, you guys, it is a moment of truth. Ooh, got some action. That battery is not liking us. Should have left it running. I just wasn't sure with the RPM climbing. I kind of wanted to kill it, but I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out what the battery drain is. Some guys were saying that it might have to do with bad PCM, which I hope it isn't, but I'm wondering what's causing the battery drain. I don't know if it's the stereo, the electric fan, or maybe something to do with the PCM, but we'll get to the bottom of it. It has a brand new battery right now, but I have to keep taking the terminal off, otherwise it'll just kill it. So, and I'm not sure, because the battery, actually the brand new one, got completely killed too, so that one might have suffered some damage from that. So I got the trickle charger on it right now. Let's give it a second here and we'll try to start it again. sitting good. There's our vacuum right there. Minus 13 right now. Just let things kind of settle in. The injectors were a little bit dry too. You gotta remember we had a full new fuel system in there, right? So might have had to do a little bit of priming to actually get everything to fire, but I don't know. Yeah, seems okay. Sounds good right now. Let's double check that nothing's leaking. No fuel leaks. All looking good. Okay, so next up what we're gonna do is do a data log, and then we'll send this file back to Ryan. That way he can see what's going on with it and clean up the tune file. All right, so what we're also gonna have to do is we're gonna have to use this HP Tuner's Pro Link. So this allows us to take a sensor, wire, or voltage and record it effectively on the HP Tuners. So for example, our AEM wideband O2 sensor gauge, we can connect that output. There's a 0 to 5 volt signal that comes out of this gauge. We can input it into our HP Tuners with this device, and we can record it in HP Tuners, and then we can send that back to Flying Ryan so that he can see what's going on with it, so that we can clean up the tune. So I'm gonna open this up, and then we have to connect this to that wire underneath the dash. And this is what the Pro Link looks like. So it's just this little guy here, and this plugs into our MPVI2. And we have a bunch of input wires right here that we can use. So we'll go ahead and we'll wire this up, and then we can do some data logging real quick, just see what's going on, send that file back to Ryan, and then we should be back in business. All right, so to wire this up, you're gonna see a series of wires. So you'll see a black wire and then a multitude of other colors as well. And there's a PDF instruction that you guys can check out here. Black is ground, red is analog 1, blue is analog 2, orange is can high, yellow is can low. If that sounds confusing, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make these quick connections on it. So I'm just gonna put these butt ends on it. That way I can use this on multiple vehicles, because I don't want to hardwire this into the truck and then we can't use it on another vehicle when it comes time. So what I'm going to do is put these connections on there. I'll put these on the other side of my vehicle so that I can quick connect this device into it depending on which vehicle we're using. So let's go ahead, we'll put these connections on. So there we go, I got my 2 quick connectors there. I've got the one for the ground wire, so I've got the quick connector, and I'm gonna put that on chassis ground, and then this one I'm gonna connect to the wire coming from the AEM gauge. All right, so we got our Pro Link wired up, and where we're gonna connect it is right to the side of our MPVI2, just like this. So it'll plug into the side like so, and that'll give us our wideband O2 so we can data log. So right now we're just data logging with HP Tuners. Just gonna let it run for a little bit here. So that's what's going on right now, so that we can kind of see what's up, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're gonna send off those files to Flying Ryan, and we'll dial in this tune. But the good news is that we are well on our way to getting this thing up and running, and to be expected, there's always gonna be some hiccups in the tune that you're gonna have to correct. So we're gonna get that dialed in, and then we'll upload and update the tune, and then we'll be back in business, and we'll just keep going back and forth till we dial it in. So anyways, you guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button if you're stopping in for the first time, because we have a lot of projects on this channel and we continue to plug away and do cool stuff to them. So anyways, drop a comment down below what you guys think of today's video, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.